And again, the wheels have roller assist. Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a detailed review on this Tineco S7 with flash drive. So the base station is going to dry the roller and charge it at the same time. And it's got a 5-minute flash drive where it blows hot air right onto the roller, and it can dry that roller almost 95, almost 98% in 5 minutes. That's a pretty neat thing. So the first thing here, we've got the dirty water tank. When this thing mops up your dirty floor, all the dirty water is going to go into here. You're going to take this lid off. You're going to empty everything out. It does come with a brush. You are going to want to kind of clean this out to help prevent odor. It's got a little sensor here that's going to let you know when the dirty water tank is full. Put it together, rotate it back in. Make sure that clicks into place. Around back, this is the clean water tank. So you're going to fill this up with clean water. It's got an opening here, fill it all the way up with water to about here. Then you're going to use this Tineco solution. You're going to use 1 cap per how much water you put in here. Now, this unit does connect to the Tineco app on your smartphone. You don't have to connect it in order to use the Tineco. It's got all the functions except for custom. You will only get into custom mode with the app, but there are some neat things in the app, like if you only use water for your cleaning. So you don't have to put the Tineco solution in here. Say you only want to use water on your floors. In the app, you can tell it, I'm only using water, and it calibrates the sensor in here for the clean or dirty water. There's a sensor up here that tells you when it's clean or dirty. It calibrates that according to if you're using solution or water. That is kind of neat. Fill this up with water. It clicks back in here. Another neat thing about this is this plastic tray. Move this to unlock, pull up from the sides. It's a little tricky, but this tray is hopefully going to catch most of the dirt if there's kind of any dirt. I haven't had much dirt in here yet, but I can take this to the sink and get this all nice and clean. I cannot get any water on this. There's electricity and a fan down here. As you can see, there's where the hot air is going to blow out right onto that roller. And when you're doing the self-cleaning cycle, the roller turns both directions. That's really helps clean it really good. Put this back on, turn it to clean. Again, when I put this on the charging station, it's going to charge it. It's going to be ready to go. And then there's a self-cleaning button on the top, and it'll start a self-cleaning cycle. Now let's take a look here. The brush roller, just pinch these 2 ears right here. This comes off. I may need to clean this once in a while. I'll take it over the sink, no big deal. Here's the brush roller. Pull this out. Pull it straight out. Now don't get any water on this electric motor right here, and don't kind of mess with that. You may have to wipe this area off right here, but just don't mess with the motor. Now this side piece, when you change out this roller, it does come with an extra roller. There's a little sticker on the side here. It says, replace the roller every 6 to 8 months. Replace the filter in top of the dirty water tank every 6 months. That filter can be clean, but you got to make sure and let it dry. Here's what that filter looks like. Again, it's got these fins. You can take this to the sink, get this all nice and clean, but you will have to let it dry. Sometimes it does take a couple days. When you get the new one, again, I can take this over to the sink if I need to really deep clean it, but the unit is going to clean it and dry it. Line up these, it's kind of like 2 flat spots, line them up, push it in. Now I'm going to take the unit, slide the roller on. So taking the roller brush on and off, very easy. Take this, line it up. You'll hear both of those tabs kind of click into place. Now this unit does have assist. So these wheels are motorized, and it's going to know what direction you're pulling it and pushing it in. So when the unit is on, when I'm going forward, there's a motor in here that's going to assist, and you can tell it's helping you move it forward. And as soon as you start to go back, it's going to change the direction of the motor, and it's going to assist you with it going back. Sometimes it does get a little confused. If you kind of start going really quick and start turning, you may see the wheels down there kind of spinning. It kind of loses what direction you're going in. Just kind of stop and start over again. It is a little on the heavy side, but I think that's why they have that driver assist in here to help with it, because when those are working, it is very lightweight to move on the floor. Here's what the bottom of the unit looks like. There's like a scraper, 2 little wheels right here. So let's go see how well it's going to clean up some big stains on this hardwood floor. Okay, so I have a power button, a mode button, and a self-cleaning button, which I'll show you at the end. Let's turn it on. There's the display. I also have a speaker on the back that I can turn it up or down. But there's auto mode. Let's switch it to max mode, suction mode only, custom mode, and back to auto mode. I'm going to turn it off. Now this does not have a trigger to put the solution down. So when you're in auto mode, it's going to automatically put the solution down. When you're in max mode, it's going to put maximum solution down. And when you're in suction, it doesn't put solution down, has suction only. Custom mode, you have to set up on in the app on your phone. Now this blue circle, it's going to turn red as it senses that your floor is dirty. And so that's really nice. It ramps up the suction and the solution when it sees that your floor is dirty. That's called eye loop sensor. And then as your floor gets cleaner, that's going to go back to blue. So you can clean your floor until you only see a blue circle. That means your floor is clean and you can move on. That also helps save battery. That way it's not on maximum suction and solution the entire time. Okay, we got spilt milk, we got some spaghetti, an egg. We may have to take the eggshell up. We'll see how well it does with the eggshell. I've even got long hairs mixed in with the food and some ketchup. So let's see how well it's going to do. Let's turn it on.
Powering on.
I'm going to put it in max mode since this has a lot of dirt and debris. And again, the wheels have roller assist. The wheels are powered and they're going to assist you with rolling. It got that big egg. Nope, it didn't. It must have been stuck underneath there. All right, there, I think it got the egg. Now the display is red, telling me that the floor is still dirty. It's even getting these big hairs. All right, now let's go over the floor until the eye loop sensor is blue. I got it in maximum again, and the wheels are helping me move it. They're assisting. As I go forward, they go forward. As I go back, they help me go back. Let's see how close it gets up to the wall. Yep. All right. My eye loop sensor is about almost all blue. That means my floor is clean. I can now start mopping the rest of my house. Gets under kitchen cabinets. I can go back now. I can go to auto now, where it's going to ramp the suction up and down. All right, turn it off. Now let's do a self-cleaning cycle. Whoops, the egg didn't come all the way out. It didn't pick up the egg all the way. Okay, let's put it on this base station. Again, the base station is going to charge it, and it also has FlashDry technology. It's going to blow hot air onto the roller for 5 minutes.
Charging.
It's charging. Now, if we don't have enough room, we may have to empty this because it is going to put solution around the roller and then suck it up into here. So if you don't have enough room, you may want to empty that first. But let's just hit the self-cleaning cycle. And again, this is going to take 5 minutes. And it is able to turn that brush roller both directions. It'll turn it one way and then the other. So now it's called cleaning the pipe. And you do have to make sure you've got solution back here in order for the self-cleaning cycle to work. Okay, so the self-cleaning cycle did not finish because it uses some of the battery during the self-cleaning cycle. Even though it's on the charging station, it's charging it, and it said it's going to complete the self-cleaning cycle, or the drying. The flash drying will complete after it's charged for a while. So right now it's only at 12%, so it has to charge for a while, then it will flash dry the roller. But in the meantime, we can take this out. This is our dirty water tank. We had again, those are the sensors right there. So when it gets up to there, it won't do the self-cleaning cycle. Okay, so we're gonna take this lid off. We can dump everything out. We could take this over to the trash can and empty that out. So that's like a built-in screen. That works very well. All of the dirt and material, like the long hairs, the spaghetti, were right there. Now you don't have to clean this every time. This one didn't get dirty, so I'm gonna put this off to the side. And now we need to wash this, spray a little soap, get it all nice and clean. Again, it did come with a brush, but I've got this in my sink right now. That brush works better getting down in that small hole. And look who has showed up for her treat, Miss Fiona. Did you make that mess? She loves her treats. Yeah, this is a new vacuum Shark just released. It's the Shark self-emptying, clean and empty, cordless. Just bought it with my own money. I think it's brand new. They've got one similar to it, like the Detect Pro. But yeah, this one, it's got a self-emptying base, which I really love. So that is brand new. I'll be reviewing that really soon. Okay, so the flash drying, when it does do the flash drying for 5 minutes, it gets the roller really, really dry. It blows hot air onto it. And when I feel it, it's about 98% dry, just very little damp. We can see the self-cleaning cycle did a good job of cleaning this area down here and this. Okay, so this Tineco Floor 1 S7 with flash drive retails for $800. They do have a $100 off coupon. You can get it for $700. That's what I paid for it. Would I spend $700 on this? No. That's quite a bit for a mopping floor. I do love the flash drying technology, but they've got an S6 with flash drying that I'm going to be comparing this with too right next. I also reviewed their earlier S7 Pro that had the self-driving wheels. You know, they do help. I think these are a little bit better than the other S7, but I'm just not a super big fan of it. And this is kind of on the heavy side. So if you have to take this upstairs, it could be kind of heavy carrying. But at least when you're rolling it, it's nice and lightweight. Not a fan of it using a lot of your battery whenever it does the self-cleaning cycle, because if you do bring it over here, I think I had around 20%. It used about a 10%, and then it stopped in the middle of the self-cleaning cycle. It didn't do the flash drying, which I really do like that. In 5 minutes, that roller gets about 98% dry. It feels just very little damp. Now, something else, I got to research this more, but they're telling us it's doing hot water cleaning. I'm not necessarily seeing that. I think because I've checked the water when I dump it out and it's not hot, or it's not even warm. I think it has something to do with the hot air that's being blown onto the roller. They're thinking maybe that's heating the water also somehow. I got to look in more into that. They weren't real descriptive on that. I don't think there's a heating element inside here that heats the water, then puts it on the roller. There may be, and I may be just missing it, but it wasn't really evident. Now, I do have a setup video. I'll show you the app. You don't have to connect this to your phone. It does have Bluetooth, and you can connect it to your phone, and it has some kind of neat features, but definitely nothing you have to connect to the phone in order to use it. So here's what the app looks like. It's kind of fancy. You can go in and set different suction modes, power modes. This is where you also tell it whether you're using the custom mode. You turn it on and you can customize, and you can pick whatever water you want, so that when you put it in custom mode, that's what it'll do. But custom mode won't show up until you download the app and turn it on. The volume, I thought low was too high. Medium.
Volume adjusted.
Yeah, high is way too high. You can turn the brush light on. This is where I told you about that cleaning water. You can use clean water. That calibrates the sensor. Run speed. And then there's a log. It tells you what day and how much you cleaned with it. So again, I can do most of this stuff. Like the volume, I can adjust that with that button on the back.
Volume adjusted.
So in my unboxing and setup video, I go over all the dimensions. I show you how much power the base unit uses, and I show you how to connect it to your smartphone. Now with these Tinecos, if you clean up a big mess like that and you walk on it, it is still kind of sticky. That's an extremely big mess. That's just to show you how well it cleans up. But for everyday mopping, so say you did have a spilt milk, it would clean that spilt milk up very nicely. I would probably then do a self-cleaning cycle and then empty that out, and then I would mop the rest of my floor. I wouldn't do what I did. I do that for demonstration, but even though it gets that area clean, it is still just a little sticky. You really can't see it, but when you step on it, you kind of feel it. But again, once I emptied that out and then went over it again with fresh, that roller was cleaned, which I think it does an excellent job of cleaning that roller. It uses a lot of solution. Then you go back and mop this. So for everyday mopping your floor, it works great. For a spill, you're probably gonna have to clean the spill up, clean it, then go back one last time, and then you can mop the rest of your floor. That way, even though it does an okay job of cleaning the roller while you're working it, it is better when you do a big mess to come over here, do a self-cleaning, and then continue to mop the rest of your house. So I get asked this a lot, how does it do with long hairs? I did not see any hairs getting caught around the roller and the pipe. So it does a good job with, so if there's dog hair on the floor, it's gonna do a good job with that. It's just the price tag is a little hard to get over. $700 for one of these is a lot. Now it does a lot. I'm just not sure. I mean, you've got an extra big dirty water tank, extra big clean water tank. I'm sure it's got a really big battery. It's got driver assist wheels in it, and Tineco, I mean, it seems like it's made very well. I've not had any problems with my Tineco. I see in the comments a lot, it works for a year, then quits. I have not run into that yet. Now, the Tineco S7 Blue, that was our one we're using upstairs right now. And I've used it for over a year and haven't had any problems with it. But we're finding we're using it less and less. I got these robot vacuums that mop, and they're doing such a good job of mopping nowadays. Like the X10 Pro Omni, I'm using my Tineco less and less every day. So again, would I spend $700 on this Tineco S7? No, I wouldn't. Unless I actually needed, those. I mean, I think they're going to be bringing this FlashDry to more Tinecos, and it needs to be a more reasonably priced Tineco. I've got the S6 Stretch, which has the same flash drying technology, and it's a little bit cheaper. So I think that's really good technology, but that S7, it's just hasn't changed a whole lot. I mean, it's hard to say. Did they just take an S7 Pro and put it on a FlashDry base? I don't know that, but Miss Fiona is my helper today. She is tired. Be sure and check me out over on Instagram. Look for my logos over there on Instagram. I would really would appreciate a follow over there. Here's what my Instagram page looks like. I've got several brand new Tinecos. Both of these Tinecos have FlashDry technology. That's the S7 and that's the S6 Stretch. I've also got the Dyson Submarine I'm getting ready to do a review on, and I'll compare this to Tineco's. Bissell also has a really brand new Bissell Little Green Max Pet. It's a corded spot cleaner. I'll be comparing it with their older one. Looks really cool. Here's the brand new Bissell Crosswave Omniforce. I have really been loving this one. I also do robot vacuum cleaner reviews and comparisons. I got the brand new Roborock Q-Revel Max V, Dream L10S, Narwhal. Here's the Dream X30. I also have the Dream X40. I'll be comparing the two. I've got Roombas, and I'll also be comparing these are kind of some of the older Tinecos, and they actually do really good still, but there's the S3 Breeze, which they sell a lot of. I'll be comparing them, the brand new Tinecos, with these older ones, and coming up with a buying guide. And Shark just released two brand new Hydrovacs. These are the Messmaster Hydrovacs. One's corded, one's cordless. I've got comparisons on them, and I also compare them to the Tinecos. Here I got the Dream H12, really do love. The Kenmore. I've got the brand new Dyson 360 robot vacuum cleaner, Roborock vacuum cleaners. I have lots of videos and comparisons showing you which one is the best Roomba to buy. This is a refill one. It's pretty nice. That's a $99 one from Walmart. It has LiDAR navigation and it does really good. Also tell you which Shark robot vacuum cleaner to buy. Also, be sure and check out my Just a Dad Videos group page. This is where I do my free giveaways. I'll do them here and on Instagram. Again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. I love buying these products with my own money. That way I can give you an honest review. Would I spend this amount of money on whatever I buy? Because when you spend your own money on something, you're gonna have higher expectations for it. And that way I can give you the honest review. So again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. And look who has showed up for her treat, Miss Fiona. Did you make that mess? She loves her treats. Yeah, this is a new vacuum Shark just released. It's the Shark self-emptying, clean and empty, cordless. Just bought it with my own money. I think it's brand new. They've got one similar to it, like the Detect Pro. But yeah, this one, it's got a self-emptying base, which I really love. So that is brand new. I'll be reviewing that really soon.